So I am ready and rolling, guys. So I wish everybody good luck tonight and all the best. Keep the car between the white lines, guys. Yep. Testing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to round 10 of the ERL Performance 2. Sorry, let me mute this thing. Okay, I'm sorry about that. So, yeah, as I said, welcome to round 10 uh, of the Invictus Racing League Performance 2. We are in USA. I confused you guys last week when I told you we were going to Brazil, when in fact we are going to USA. Brazil will be the last race of the season. And we can see straight away that it is a wet qualify session. I will have the information soon on if the race is dry or wet. They're already going out for their first uh, lap or the first out lap of the qualify in a very wet track. The S section will be very tricky tonight, especially if they have to deal with a race, a wet condition in a race as well. We can already see that Tom is struggling to keep the car but on the track in the S section. But let's jump to the car in. Who will start is Flying Lab in first. Which is never miss. Where's now? Nitro Gash already retired. I believe he must have crashed somewhere. I don't have any yellow flags. Wave and Tails at the end of the long straight. Well, WX Clyde just at the S section on top of the hill. At turn 9, I believe. So, Wave and Tail will be the first one to start his. I believe it will be Wave and Tail, so let's watch him. As he arriving at the start finish line. Actually, let's ride on board with him and see how good he is on keeping the track, the car on the track on this condition, on this weather condition. No lock up in the first corner, which is a good thing. Seems to have a good balance of his car. While we're watching with until we can have a look at the championship standings. At the moment, we have Scopefielder who leading by. Let me back that a bit. Leading the grid with 63 points. which is only 4 points in front of Wiventel. So they're actually 3, 4, 5, still 5, 4, at least 4 drivers who still have a chance on winning the championship. We have Scopefielder leading with 63 points, followed by Wiventel with 59 points. After that, we have Delange only 2 points behind with 57, and Yosemite with 54. I didn't took the time and count. Maybe Nick J. Thompson is too far behind with 41. It's practically impossible unless the top 4 they did not finish their 2 next race and Nick J. Thompson win everything. But I really doubt it. Nick J. Thompson is mathematically still in the race, but for the championship, but I don't think he can win that. By watching Wiventel with and Tom just set 148.7 as the fastest time. Behind Wiventel, we have Nick J. Thompson, who is about to cross the line and score that second fastest time, just behind Tom. Who will be the next one to cross the line? We have Saab in the crazy big right-hander. Now at corner 19, almost at the last corner. Managed to keep a good traction, and Saab scored the fastest time of the qualifier at the moment with a 1:37.9. It's only the first lap of probably 3, so it might change, but it is a very good lap from Saab. Almost a second in front of Tom. And we have Captain Stiff, who's in the S section, seems to have, he must invalidate his lap right there. Delange is almost at the finish line, so let's watch his time. Good traction as well, patient on the throttle, scored a 6th time at the moment with a 1:49.6. Captain Stiff is on the hill at the corner 11, just engaging his car in the long straight. There's a car in front of him, but BWA Clyde is almost at the big tower. I believe he's on his flying lap, so let's watch him and watch what time he will score. He's following a car, but I believe this car is on his in lap, not sure of, but it's not a problem at the moment. There's no blocking or nothing. And no, it's a car that getting ready to start his flying lap. It's a Sauber, so probably never miss because it's the only Sauber. And BWA Clyde scored a 6th time, backing up everybody from one position after him. So let's ride with never miss. I believe there was someone in front of him. Wiventel must be on his second flying lap, so let's watch him. So yeah, I was going through the championship standings. After Nick J. Thompson, we have BWA Clyde with 36 points. I believe after that, the guys don't have a chance. Not just I believe they don't have a chance. Mathematically, it's impossible. So we have BWA Clyde in 6th position, Captain Stiff in 7th position, Cow Tactics in 8th position, Tom in 9th position. After that, we have Saab in 10, Alex Hollow in 11, Mr. Stem in 12, O Steven in 13, and Nitro Gash in 14. Even if they can't win the championship, they still have a lot of movement possible in the Constructors' Championship. And even in the Drivers' Championship, there might be a lot of swap in position since pretty much everybody, apart from the last position of Nitro Gas, pretty much everybody are like 5 or 6 points apart from each other. So if we have a look at the Constructors' Championship, we have JS Racing, which is Yosensi and Scopefielder leading the championship, the Constructors' Championship, with 117 points, followed by Bad Piggy F1 Team, which are Kautatic and Delange with 92 points. After that, we had Ed Scratchers. It's comic, those names. We have Ed Scratchers, which include Wiventail and O Steven with 74 points. After that, we have Multi-Speed Racing with Mr. Stim and Nick J. Thompson with 66 points. After that, we have BS Racing, which is BWA Clyde and Sab with 65 points, just only 1 point behind BS Racing, Multi-Speed Racing, I'm sorry. After that, in 6th position, we have Triple Ford GT with Captain Stiff and Tom with 65 points as well, so tie with BS Racing. And in 7th position, we have Team Sable with Alex Allows and Nitro Gas with 31 points. So Bad Piggy, if they want a chance at the Constructor, they need to finish both on the podium for the next 2 races and hope that Yosensi Scopefielder have problems in this race and in Brazil next week. But let's watch and see, especially when it's raining, anything is possible. I don't wish bad luck to anyone. I wish everybody will finish this race, but anything can happen, especially here. We know even if the track is dry, that the tire wear is horrible in here. They're overheating a lot in Sector 1 and in the long right turn in Sector 3. So it will be down to who have the better setup and who has the best control of his car in those 2 sectors. Most guys are tend to ride a low downforce setup to defend or to overtake in the long straight, but they have a lot of problem in overheating their tire in the 1st and the 3rd sector because of the lack of downforce, actually. So, who will have the good balance of the car, the good setup for this car? We will soon find out. I still have any news. Dry race, guys. I have the confirmation from Captain Stiff. We have a dry race. And Wiventail just set the fastest lap of the qualified session with a 1:47.7. Will it stay like that? They all have a chance or the opportunity to do another lap. But will they do it? Will they just retire and be satisfied with the time they have at the moment? I doubt so, because so far no one has retired. Nitro Gas has probably decided to start on other compound or just crash, but I doubt it crashed because I haven't seen any yellow flag. But again, with this game, anything is possible. And Saab set the fastest lap of the qualified session with a 1:37 flat, almost flat. So again, 7/10 faster than the 2nd position. Saab is angry about after his retirement in Singapore last week, and he won that win today. If he can capitulate and keep his mind on the track and save his tire as much as possible, I believe he can win this race. unless those unless he has set up strictly for the rain, which will handicap his drive a lot on a dry race. But he's usually a good driver and a good setup maker, if I can see it like that. Who do we have? Oh, we have two, and Tom almost lost it in the S section in sector 1. I hope it was not his flying lap. And we have a yellow flag where it is. Yost is very slow. Maybe it was him. Thus, BWA Clyde is on his flying lap. Sorry, on his flying lap, or is he starting his lap? No, he set the 6th time of the qualifying so far. We will have Delange with 2 lap hole on his tire, so I believe it must be his in lap. Yeah, I guess it is his in lap. Tom has zero lap on his tires, as well as Yosensi and BW Clyde, so I believe they will get out for another lap very soon. Actually, Tom is already on the track. We will switch with him. The way Nick drives, I think he is on his in lap as well. Let's watch it, and I will switch to Tom right after. No, he is on his about to start his flying lap. Where is Tom? And we have another yellow flag. Tom's getting into the pit, so no time set for him. BW Clyde is in the long straight, but he's on his out lap, I believe. And Delange adding a lot of wear to his tire, but there are some guys, it's not matter anyway because they are starting on dry tires, on slick, so it's not a big deal anyway. Maybe the intermediate tire perform better when they have 2 or 3 laps of wear on them. Saab did his fastest time with 4 laps old tires, so maybe it is what's happening at the moment. Still look like he's pushing, but I don't know if he's pushing to get hurry to go into the pit because he doesn't have enough time to do another lap anyway if he's going in. So no, he's going for another lap, or it was a flying lap as not as well, but let's watch. And yes, Delange set the 6th fastest time with a 1:48.2. Will he stay there? There's a lot of cars still on track, so there might be some change yet to come. Never miss, decide that it was enough. He's retiring. Will he start on super soft or on soft? The tires allocation for tonight are ultra soft, super soft, and soft. So no hyper soft in here. The tire wear is way too horrible for those very soft compound. So I believe BWA Clyde is about to start his flying lap soon. Schofielder just set a new fastest lap to take back the position from Saab with a 1:36.9. So I believe the track is improving, or the driver have improved a lot since their first lap. BW Clyde will pass the line just on time. It was his flying lap actually. That game is so passed from 0 laps to 2 laps, and anyway. BWA Clyde just removed the lunge from the 7th position and took the place back. Let's watch if the lunge will talk back or take it back. And yes, he does. He's taking the 5th position on the grid. It's not set yet, but he is done with his qualify session. Nick J. Thompson is about to cross the finish line. We're about to make the last corner of the track. So let's watch what time he will set. And he's taking the 4th position. So he will start on the 2nd row of the grid. Unless Tom, who else has a lap to set? Was Tom past the line before the clock run to 0? Not sure about that. He's behind BW Clyde. No, Clyde let them go, so not sure of anything anymore. But let's watch Captain Stiff as he's in front of BW Clyde, so maybe he passed the line before the clock ends. Look like he's pushing, so I doubt he's going at the pit that fast unless you have a really big emergency to go at the toilets, which I think is that. Need to go pee on an emergency. Steven stays on track. So I believe they all done. Steven was on his flying lap, reason why he stayed on track. BW Clyde had just bailed on his lap as it's more is in lap, and I believe he's out of fuel. Not sure, but this is the qualified result not at the moment, but the final qualified result. We have Scopefielder, followed by Sab, Waventail. In 4th, we have Nick J. Thompson. In 5, Yosensi. In 6, Delange. In 7, Tom. In 8, BW Clyde. In 9, Captain Stiff. In 10, Steven. In 11, Never Miss. And in 12, in last position, Nitro Gash. So let's push BW Clyde Red Bull to the pit and start this race. If you haven't watched the no assist race last night, you must see it. It's on the YouTube channel of ERL and also IRL, and also on the Twitch channel of IRL. That was an amazing race, and the commentating was just awesome. Garrett did an amazing job on following all those battles, and the action was all over the place. So it's a race that you must see on Twitch, on the IRL channel, Invictus Racing League, No Assist League, or on the YouTube channel of the Invictus Racing League as well in the No Assist. It's easy to find. It's the latest video on the channel, and you must see that. It was an amazing race, an amazing performance from Garrett in the commentator box. So we have the final result of our qualified session, but you have already saw it. I already described that to you a little earlier. So now they will do the blah 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 of the game and go to the strategy menu and set their strategy for the race. Also, we have another performance race tonight, the Performance 1 League, or the League Performance 1, call it as you want. Also, great racing there. Also, obviously, realistic performance. And I explained last week how the car allocation was done. The fastest guy have the slowest car, so it's fair for everybody, and it makes good racing. So you can watch it as well after this race, please, because you need to watch this one first. But yes, it is in the same time as this one on the Invictus League Racing League channel at 8 o'clock. Also, tomorrow we have F1, F2, F3, which are equal performance league. Also, great racing here, F1 being the fastest league. F2 and F3 is pretty close speed and race pace together, but uh, overall, it's all great racing. We have the steward who try to keep the racing as clean as possible, so we have great overtake, great battles, always very clean. Some mistake happen sometimes, but all those drivers are very clean drivers, and it make exciting races. So tomorrow at 8 you have F1, F2, and F3 that you can watch. You can watch both and with a ball of popcorn and go to bed at midnight. It's your call, but it's all great racing. But now they're set up. Sorry, their strategy are set. They are starting the formation lap, so we are almost there, guys. Will Scopefielder be able to hold that position from Saab, or will Saab be faster? We all know the Mercedes is pretty fast. Uh, the Toro Rosso is also fast, but will it be fast enough to defend on the long straight? With the Mercedes on his tail. I know Scopefielder was pretty fast last night. Actually, he won the no assist league with a large gap behind him. He dominated the qualify session. He dominated the race from start to finish. Will it be the same tonight? We will know. We will soon find out. In about 45 minutes, we will know who will be the winner. But the top 3, 4, 5, the top 6 are actually pretty fast. So anything can happen on that race. We all know that the tire wear again is horrible. The tire overheating a lot. But they pretty much all on super soft. So they probably going only for one step. I don't believe they can do super soft and switch to ultra soft. So they will surely switch to soft. But Nick J. Thompson might have a little advantage here starting on soft. So he can see if he can keep the pace to those guys on his soft and overcut them and take advance enough when he get. Sorry, let me start this back. Forget about that. But we are ready to start. Thank you, and here we go. The Mercedes have a great start, but Scopefielder also have a good start. He's on the outside. There's a lot of action behind. Everything is clean. So, and we have a contact from Nick J. Thompson in the back of the Mercedes. Sorry. We've seen that the McLaren have broke its front wing. Nick J. Thompson have a broken front wing, and it shows there's already a gap of a second between him and Saab. It's unfortunate, but probably missed his breaking point. We will see on the replay after the race. Will he stop now, or is the damage is not hard enough so he can continue? We will not find out, but at the moment Saab is already on Scopefielder. Transmission is going on the inside, no step back. The DRS is still not available, so they are on pure pace. And Scopefielder must drive a very low downforce. And the advantage of Nick J. Thompson starting on soft just vanished as he will be very slow on his soft tire now. That's very unfortunate for him because I will really love to know how this strategy will have ended up. But let's watch and see if he will go into the pit. Though he stays out, so I believe the damage is not as big as I thought. And Tail Edge have retired. That's very unfortunate. Broadcast views are horrible here. That's great views, but we can't see much racing. We got the two Ferraris fighting together. No, Nitro Gash got way a bit, probably made a mistake in the first part of the S section, and the Red Bull of BWA Clyde is right on his tail. But Sab is on the back of Scopefielder one more time. Still no DRS available, but he's very close this time. Will he have the pace? I believe he does. They just switch position, but Scopefielder doesn't bail on this position that easy. We know he's too far for the cutback, so good move to Sab to take the lead of the race for now. Will he have enough pace to go away to create a gap and to make a gap big enough to drive less under pressure? But I believe so. It's already 8 tenths. We'll see. Scopefielder is still in DRS. No, yeah, there's no DRS. This will be available now for them. So on the next straight, it will be available. But now it's 1 second of gap between them. So if it stays like that, Scopefielder won't have DRS. We have switch position between Nick J. Thompson and Wave and Tail. Nick J. Thompson is obviously on soft compound, but I believe his broken wing must be... No, it seems that he's driving pretty accurately. Just the soft tires take a little more lap to get at the right temperature. But by lap 3 or 4, you must be at his full potential. And Waventail's now on the tail of Yosensi, who just received a 3-second penalty. Sorry, a 3-second penalty. Was too far to overtake him. But I believe now it's question of corners before he try the move. Or make the move. We have a Honda engine versus a Mercedes engine. We know that the aero of the Williams is awful, but the engine is still very good. So Waventail might have some trouble to overtake Yosensi in the straights. As we can see, he's catching up, but very, very slow. So if he wants to go, he must dive bomb, which I believe he was going for it, but no, he decided to stay behind. He will keep it through the long straight, but the trick is he need to nail perfectly the exit of turn 9, 10, and 10 is not a big deal, but turn 9 and turn 11 are crucial for him if he wants to be close enough. And he is actually going a little bit wide on the exit, but he's still close enough, and he is in the DRS range. Sorry. But while we're talking, Yosensi is also catching up on Tom. He does have DRS actually, so they both have DRS and no Scopefielder. Oh, when we have a dive bomb from Yosensi, who take the... Oh, it's a battle between Tom and Yosensi at the moment, and Scopefielder almost took the opportunity of the mistake from this battle to take the position from Yosensi, but not. He decided to step behind and save his front wing. It was very close, but no contact so far. Yosensi is still on Tom's tail, but Scopefielder is waiting at any mistake to take that position. Oh, and again, oh, was it a lag? I don't know. I thought he was having a look. Okay, again, both on DRS. Yosensi go defensive attack, take the inside against Tom. No contact so far, clean move, but Tom's holding the position. I believe he will keep it. Oh, it's side by side in the S section. No go, and Tom go very well, lose 2 positions there. Scopefielder have passed him as well. Was there a contact between him and Yosensi, or he just missed his braking or his turning point? I don't know. But the battle between Yosensi and Waventel is still very on. I believe at the moment, yes, it is the closest battle we have. But Tom is still only half a second behind Waventel. Still too far to try and move, but Waventel's going on the inside. Yosensi go for the cutback, actually cut the corner, but Waventel take the position. Oh, and Yos go a little wide there. No, actually perfect racing line. I was watching the wrong corner. We also have a battle behind between Never Miss and Nick J. Thompson. I don't want to miss anything, so I believe it will be too far. Will he dive inside? No, it's a bit too far. Let's watch Nick J. Thompson and Never Miss, or very close together. Nick J. Thompson go a little wide. They're both on soft compound. No, I believe their carbon fiber, which was flying in the air, was not big enough to affect the driving of Nick J. Thompson, who looked like he has a great control of his car in the S section, which is good. Will be sad to lose a driver of this class in the last or the penultimate race of the Grand Prix. Tom is only 3/10 behind Yosensi, but was too far to achieve the move, and we have a trade-off position between Nick J. Thompson managed to keep his position, but they're two very close battles. When Tom is only 5, that was not an F word, just a 5 wrong he said. He's very close. Will he try it on turn 1 or right there? No, he's staying patiently behind. Open the DRS. Will he try it on the turn 1? Yosensi go defensive, protecting the middle of the track. Will Tom do the cutback? No, stay behind with Captain Stiff, who's now right on his tail as well. So a lot of battling here. Oh, and Never Miss just made a mistake. Now 6/10, almost 7/10 behind Nick J. Thompson. And Captain Stiff only 4/10, 3/10 now behind Tom. There will be a battle, for 3-car battle for this 4th position. Stiff will have double DRS. Will Yosensi hold it hard enough? Sorry about that. Tom try have a look, but stay behind. Meanwhile, Captain Stiff is right there now, waiting for any opportunity to take that position from Tom. It's great racing as well. Two great races back to back. No assist last night and performance too. And we have a retirement from Nick J. Thompson. What happened? Where is he? Oh, Stevens, 11. Nah, we just missed it. And meanwhile, Saab have a comfortable lead now of 6 seconds in front of Waventel, and Waventel just switched position with Schofielder, who are in a battle together. I was watching the battle for the fourth position, but Schofielder have gained a lot of speed. Waventel, I mean, he was battling for P4, P5 3 laps ago, and now he's in a second position, trying to go away from Schofielder, our qualified winner, if I can say it like that. They're both on Torosso, but again, Waventel seems to have a very low downforce or very great control of his car, because look how far he's going away, or how big the gap has been made in only one sector. Even with DRS open or the rear wing open, Schofielder hasn't been able to close the gap at all. It's 1.2 seconds and rising now. So I believe Schofielder, Waventel, will catch up very fast on Saab. Let's watch and see. But now we still have our battle between Tom Yosensi and Captain Stiff. Yosensi still leading the train, defending very well against the ass of Tom, while Captain Stiff go very wide in the turn 19. They're both very close. Yosensi go defensive again. Tom go way more on the left. Oh, and he overbrake himself, misses braking point completely, and lose the position again to Captain Stiff. Captain Stiff, who is now only 3/10 behind Yosensi. And we have a lot of penalty. It is expected on this track, so it might change the final result at the end of the race. We will pay good attention to that. We already know that Waventel have a 3-second penalty, never miss as one as well. I'm not sure about the others. The battle is so exciting. I haven't saw all the notification about penalties. I'm sorry. But Captain Stiff seems to carry a good speed, and yes, he achieved it. Will he keep that? It's look like it. Yes, Yosensi is behind him, so Captain Stiff has taken the fourth position from Yosensi. Yosensi is actually fourth in the Drivers' Championship, but the first and the second driver on the Driver Championship at the moment are driving in P2 and P3. So if Yosensi want any chance at all to win that championship, he need to improve a lot, and he need to move to win this race. But Waventel is just flying. He's already 4.7 seconds behind Saab. In 1 lap and a half, he cut that gap from 1 second, pretty much 2 seconds. So I don't know when he will pit. He is on super soft, so maybe on lap, depending on his strategy, but I guess around lap 12. You don't want to stretch his stints too long and lose time on a set of wear tires. There's a big gap now between every driver. The closest car at the moment are Yosensi and Tom. So let's watch them. Let's go on board with Tom actually. Because Tom is on, they're both on super soft. I thought Captain Stiff tires were kicking in more than what we're doing, what we're seeing, or I thought the super soft were getting wear at the point that the soft were faster, but Captain Stiff doesn't seem to go away very fast. Yosensi is only 1.7 seconds behind him. He's too far for the DRS, but still, I thought the gap will be bigger, faster than that. Yosensi against go defensive. Tom's go on the outside. Got a great lane. Oh, there's a little contact here. Oh. And Tom have conceded the position. Maybe if there was no contact, that will be very close at the first part of the S section. But the goal of Tom at the moment is to be as close as possible for the long straight. But we must say that the engine of the Williams is very strong and it is very hard to overtake on the straight because of that Mercedes engine. So maybe the best shot for Tom is in the sector 1 or at the end of sector 2. No, he's catching up on him. Yost go defensive again, but yes, he do it very well. But Tom will have the inside on the next corner. Will he profit from this? That's a very tight battle, guys. But Yost and they're still side by side for the long right-hander. And I believe now Tom have taken the position. Oh, and Yosensi just cut the corner and he's going into the pit for the undercut. So now Tom must push as crazy if you want to get out of Yosensi in front of him. His battery was discharging, now charging. His fuel is still green, so he can push. As we can see, the rear end start to swerve a bit on the track, so it is time to, oh, that was a lag. It is time for him to go in the pit as well. What we have, it's pretty much a big gap now, guys. We have Nitro Gash, who's just getting out of the pit. Scopefield, Scopefielder has broke as front wing. Sorry, that was foreign language. Broke his front wing, sorry. But where will he go out? I missed that. I'm sorry. It's about like 40 seconds now behind Captain Stiff. So, and almost 35, almost 40 seconds behind Waventel. So I don't know what happened. It's a shame that I missed that, but there was a big gap between all cars, so my guess is maybe he lost the car somewhere and hit a wall. We will know after the race, but that gives a good opportunity to Waventel to take the lead from Scopefielder in the driver championship. That 4 points difference might be a big difference now that Scopefielder is down to P9. So this driver championship is not won yet, guys. Never Miss has decided he wants that second position from Sab, but with 12 laps old tires, while Sab is on brand new soft, I guess, yes, he has a chance since the soft take like 2 or 3 laps before they get comfortable in the track. So never miss have an opportunity here. But Waventel's also on his tail. Waventel on his tail. And he will do the move. Yes, he's already in front. I thought Never Miss will go back inside, but he decided to stay behind. Maybe doesn't want to add too much wear to his 12 old laps tire, 12 lap old tire, sorry. But again, the gaps are getting bigger and bigger. So I believe, or I guess, our next battle will be Yosensi on ultra soft tires. On Tom, only 1.5 second and closing very, very fast. So Yosensi will go for two stops since you won't surely not make 15 14, 15 lap on one set of ultra soft, but he's already in the second. Was too late to get the DRS, but he will have DRS in the long straight if he doesn't overtake them before that. He will be crazy fast in the S section in sector 1 as Nitrogas get another 3-second penalty. And Thomas getting a penalty as well. It won't help him at all. He was battling for the fourth position, but it will hurt a bit. Don't know how, we will know after the race. But Yosensi is a little far behind. I thought it will be closer than that. But he shouldn't have any problem. DRS, the rear wing is open, but he is far. Will he close the gap as Tom go defensive, protecting the inside, but the move is done. Good move from Yosensi. Obviously, the tire difference, it's tremendous. Super ultra soft against soft. Tom doesn't have much chance on this one. So Yosensi need to create the biggest gap as possible because he will need to stop again. And Tom will go to the end. So unless a big mistake, Tom will finish in front of Yosensi. Unless he gets too many penalties, obviously. But no, even with DRS open, he cannot overtake Yosensi. He is close, but not enough to take that position back. Yosensi on ultra soft is just too fast, but not as fast as I thought. He's supposed to go away way faster than that in the first sector, which he don't. The way they're going, Tom will still be in the DRS range in the long straight. Now 8 tenths, almost 8 tenths between them both. Tom has a DRS, but will he have the pace? Oh no, he's too far. He's closing the gap, but he's too far. So it will be a suicide move to try the inside on this one. But he's still behind. I guess Yost driving defensively does hurt his race pace a bit, and he cannot go away while driving like that. So I will take the opportunity and do a round of the grid as Yost getting a 3-second penalty. That will help Tom and it will hurt Yost very bad as he already have to stop another time. Never Miss got overtake while he was in the pit. Is he going out? Yes. Where will he go out? He's far enough. Will he go out in front of PWA Clyde? Now very close. Oh, Clyde's on very hot soft tires now, while Never Miss is on very cold super soft. So it will be interesting to watch. But Never Miss can go to the end on his super soft. So So by lap 24, 25, they will be on equal performance tire, if we talk about tires. But for now, Never Miss will be faster. But with DRS, can BW Clyde overtake? Look like he's driving with a lot of downforce, because he was not catching at all on Never Miss. And Sad just set the fastest lap of the race on soft tire with a 1:36.5. So congrats to him. Oh, BW Clyde, go a little wide here. While we were watching Never Miss and BW Clyde, Tom have taken the position back from Yosensi, and Captain Stiff is in the pit. So Yos will hurt or will damage his tire very bad while battling with Tom instead of going away. Seems like Yosensi have a lot of understeer. So he must drive a very low front wing. Will he be fast enough to overtake Tom in the long straight? Tom is very far now. Yost have DRS, but the gap is pretty far. It's almost a second. He's catching up, but 1/10, 2/10, not enough. And the Ultra Soft, he must already start to feel the bad tire wear of it. So will he go for a set of Super or another set of Ultras? 10 lap to go now. I believe if he can do a 7 lap or 6 lap with these, he can do another 6, 7 lap with another new set. But with the penalty he got a couple laps ago, it won't help his race at all. Because Captain Stiff's going to the end, Never Miss going to the end. Oh, and Captain Stiff just overtook him while we were talking, or while I was talking. On Super Soft, so I don't know what's happening to Yosensi, but he doesn't have pace at all, and that was close to be a contact, and it will be dramatic on this section of the track. But yeah, even Captain Stiff is going away very fast. He will be out of the DRS range by the time they get at the DRS line, or detection point. And yes, I believe Yost doesn't have DRS. We will know soon. And no, he doesn't have it. And Captain Stiff is overtaking Tom as well. He's on fire and he wants to be on the podium. Oh, and Tom has taken a lot of place on that corner here. Captain Stiff has had good reflex to avoid the contact, but Tom ran out of room here on the track. I believe it's a matter of time before Captain Stiff take that position. He's way faster than Tom, but he needs to stay calm, stay close to and wait for the straight. Have a good exit of turn 20 to overtake before turn 1. Tom's going defensive while Yosensi get another 3-second penalty. It will damage the race very badly, and I believe, yes, Captain Stiff has taken the position. Tom has defended as much as he could, but brand new Super Soft compound on this track after the track is very sticky by almost lap 20. It's pretty hard to compete with those tires. So now Captain Stiff will just go away. And Scofielder and O'Steven are very close now. Scofielder on 4 laps all on his Super Soft. Follow Steven, obviously will go to the end. 8 laps hole and is super soft, sorry. Scope filter is on soft. Oh, Steven has the Ferrari power while Scope has the Honda engine, but he is fast. He have a great setup, a great pace, a great control of his car. So let's watch if he can overtake it on the long straight before Nitro Gas get in play with them and mess with Scope Fielder. The last thing you want is trying to have to drive defensive. Look like he's still, yes, he's going inside and decide to step back. Was a little too far. As I said, the Ferrari has a great pace, especially in a straight line. So it won't be easy to overtake O'Steven, and maybe Nitro Gas will overtake Scope Fielder. I don't know what happened, how he broke his wing, but at the moment it's hurting his race very bad. And in the meantime, Wave and Tell is still driving comfortably in second position, almost 5 seconds behind Sab, but almost 17 seconds in front of Captain Stiff. So even if Captain Stiff is on a faster tires, there's no way that he can close that gap on Wave and Tell. And as we were speaking, Scope Fielder has overtaken Nitro Gas and is looking like he's faster in the S section, so maybe he will be far enough so Nitro Gas won't have the DRS in the long straight. It's already 7/10 in front, so let's watch. Nitro Gas is very close. Oh, he's having a little fishtail on the exit. Scope Fielder is pushing as hard as he can, but hey, let's go on board. Will Nitro Gas dive in? He's going for it. Have a good braking point, and he take the position back for now. Will Scope go inside? He's having a look. That's a great battle between those two guys. That won't be an easy one for Scope Fielder. I said with Intel, I'm sorry. Oh, I mismatched the two Ferrari guys. I'm sorry. Nitro Gas was in the last position and he switched position with O'Steven. So I don't know what I believe anymore. But O'Steven is last and Nitro Gas is in front of Scope Fielder. That's a fact. And Wave and Tell doesn't seem that it's catching up anymore on Sab. The gap is flowing around 4.5 to 4.9 seconds, going up, going down on every turn. Now it's 5.1. I don't know if Wave and Tell start to having problem, but it's not time at all to have problem. If he wants that, if he wants to take the lead of the championship, he needs to finish in P2. With Delange out, Scope Fielder in 9th position. I'd say it's the opportunity that Wave and Tell was looking for. Yos NC driving in 7th position. It's a dream race. It's a dream race for Wave and Tell if he can keep that result or that grid like that. I doubt by now that he will catch up on Sab because the gaps start to getting bigger and bigger, but his goal at this point is just to nurse his car and take it to the end safe and sound in P2 and avoid any penalty at all costs. I believe Scope Fielder have won. I believe Wave and Tell have won, but I'm not sure. I might be mistaken. O'Steven have pit for ultra soft tires, so he will be fast, but he will be alone in his world, so he will probably set the fastest time lap. I wish him. I believe it is the price for the the last driver to at least have the joy of setting the fastest lap time of the race. But now Nitrogash seems to go away a bit from Scope Fielder. His tire wear will start to kick in and affect the performance of the car, so maybe Scope Fielder is just nursing his car and waiting for that to happen and take that position from Nitrogash. Because by now he is about 25 seconds behind Yosensi, so there's no point on trying a crazy move. You just need to let Nitrogash burn his tires and be ready to take the position when the opportunity will arrive and when the gap will open. Pretty much everybody has like 3 or 4 second gap between each other, so it is our closest battle at the moment. And it's still far, so we will do some driving with Sab, who is driving a fantastic race. He hasn't started in the pole position, but it hasn't took long before he take that pole, or he take the lead of the race from Schofielder and Waveltail, wave intel and never look back. So he just have to nurse the car, stay between the white lines, and whistle his favorite song until the end of the race. So in P2 we have Wave and Tail, 6.2 seconds. The gap getting larger and larger. By now, I guess he decided that it wasn't worth it to battle like crazy. Sab being in 10th position in the driver championship, and Wave being in 2nd position. If he finish like that, he will take the lead of the championship. It will be very tight, unless Schofielder won't catch up. Won't catch up on BW Clyde. So the championship is still very tight. It is very exciting. So guys, you don't want to miss the race in Brazil next week, because the championship will be revealed on the last race, which I love it. It's very exciting to have a championship alive until the last race. So in P3 we have Captain Stiff, who also drive a fantastic race. He was behind a while. He was battling for P4 with Yosensi, Never-O, and Nitrogash have just retired. And we have a virtual safety car. I don't know what happened. I don't know if we can see the car somewhere. Yeah, it was there, so he lost it in the long right corner. Very unfortunate, but we were with Captain Stiff. We're driving under, the virtual safety car has ended. They are back to race pace. So yeah, we have Captain Stiff, who drove a fantastic race. It's not over, it's for 3 laps and a half left, but he's doing a great job. In 4th position, we have Tom, who also did a great race, battling pretty much 26 laps for this position. So it's well deserved for now. Now he can breathe a bit, since he has 11, almost 12 seconds in front of Never Miss, who is in 5th position. Like you can see, Tom just made the turn at the top of the hill, while Never Miss was in corner 20. So Never Miss also driving on super soft. It was I'm sorry. So in P6 we have BWA Clyde, who start I don't remember exactly where Clyde started, but he has his share of battle in this race, now enlarging the gap to, actually no, Yosemite is closing the gap on BW Clyde, so we might have a battle between those two before the end of the race. Yosemite only 1.6 seconds now behind BW Clyde and closing very fast on 6 laps. Old super soft, so we will have a battle. 1.3 now is getting close very fast, so I will do my round quickly. And we have Schofielder in P8 who has a bad luck, had to replace his front wing. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's very unfortunate. And after that we have Steven who pit 4 laps ago for ultra soft, but I have to go back to Yosemite as the gap is only 6 tenths now. Will Clyde be able to defend again the William? Yosemite is a great driver, but Clyde is very comfortable in defending. Will he defend? He has the tire for that. He's only 14 lap old on his tires, so he can defend as hard as he wants. The tire won't fail him, even if it's Owen. Yosemite is going for the Owen. BW Clyde hasn't defended the position at all. It is an easy pass for Yosemite. But now he is 7 seconds behind the Vermis, so I doubt that in 2 laps he will be able to close that gap. So we are looking to our pretty much what will be our final result. Waventail have another 3 seconds there, which is it the first one? I'm not sure, but it's not helping at all for him. Yes, Nick, I'm sorry, just see your message. Yes, it's looking very good for Waventail. So the last race in Brazil will be very exciting. I haven't seen what happened to you, Nick. I haven't seen what happened when you retired. Yeah, Yosemite is just going away now. 1.2 seconds in front of Clyde, but I believe by now Clyde just nursing his car. Let's watch and see. The fuel lights still not flashing, but it's not green either, so I believe he's just cruising behind, trying to take his car to the end of the race in one piece. So we are looking, if everything's go well for the next lap and a half, we are looking at the new leader of the championship. I don't have the commentator curse, so I can talk like that. I don't influence the fate of the driver, so it's fine. Mark can do that because it jinxes the driver every time, but it's not my case, so I can predict a bit without messing with their fate. So again, for the last, Sab just passing turn 1 for the last times. So actually, let's stay with him for the last lap, as we haven't seen him very much at the beginning while he was battling. But as soon as he took the lead, he just go away, and with all the action everywhere on the track, I haven't spent much time watching his race. So let's watch his last lap. The top 3 actually have drove a fantastic race, but pretty much everybody have drove a great race. But those 3 guys have drove very great. Sab not starting in P1, but hasn't took long before taking that position, and he never looked back after that. Waventail also did a great racing, couple of great battles with Schofielder. I don't know if there was a contact between them, and I don't know what happened for Schofielder to broke his front wing, but if I remember correctly, there was a gap of 1 or 2 seconds between every car, so I doubt that there was a contact with another car unless I missed something. Yosinci getting another 3-second penalty, and Sab starting to waving around with his car, celebrating, and not too much celebrating at all. And congrats for Sab for a great victory, followed by Wave until 8 seconds later. And O'Steven, who was one lap behind. Captain Steve getting in P3. He has a lot of penalty. Wavendale has a lot of penalty because Captain Steve was like 12 seconds behind Wavendale, now reduced to 5 seconds. Tom finished the race in P4. Well done, Tom. Never Miss arrived at the line in P5. Good race for Never Miss as well. And Yosinci locking the 6th position, and no, BW Clyde having less penalty took that position from Yosinci. So good racing, BW Clyde. It's paid a lot to stay between the white lines, and we have another example here tonight. BW Clyde took that position from Yosinci by penalties. And we have Schofielder in P8. O'Steven being in P9, and rest didn't finish the race. So that was a fantastic race to watch. Again, guys, it's 2 back-to-back. No assist last night. Performance 2 today, and I'm sure Performance 1 was also a great race to watch. So Sam proudly pausing on the higher step of the podium, celebrating with the champagne. But let's go and have a look at the statistics. Captain Steve managed to not take any penalty as with O'Steven and Schofielder as well. So congrats for them. That was clean driving. So if we go at the incident, there's a lot of stuff here. Force India of Delange on lap 1. That's so unfortunate for Delange. Oh, in only 7 seconds, I better hurry. Hey, there's a lot, a lot of penalties. I won't make it. So that was round 10 of Performance 2 in Invictus Racing League, guys. That was USA. It was an exciting race. And I gave you a rendezvous for round 11, the last race of the season in Brazil next week, where the championship will be decided. I believe tonight the Constructor Championship was Yost and Schofielder finishing that far, and Yost finishing that far as well. I don't know at all, again, about the Constructor Championship, but the Driver Championship is still to be decided, so Brazil promised to be an exciting race. So I give you rendezvous next week, next Tuesday at 8 p.m., same channel. On this, I wish you a great week, and see you later. Goodbye.